So it's time for Mindful Mornings. It's Tuesday. My mindful mornings is my mindset routine. We should have a routine to set our mind, just like we have one to build our strength and our endurance, just like we have one for our eating habits to build our health, and just like we have one for our finances to build our wealth. So this is my mindset routine. In the mornings when I do this recorded or live, what I do is I do a recap of productivity and how my mindset went the day before. And then I do I set my mindset for the day by doing a version of how Elrod savors. Savors is S stands for silence, A appreciation and affirmation, V visualization, E exercise, R is reading, S is scribe or writing. So with that being said, let's get at it. So the recap for yesterday in terms of productivity was okay, not one of my best days. Earlier, my allergies were giving me some fits. And so I took medicine and a nap, and that made me kind of groggy. I did have some success in setting up a new listing on Airbnb, and they deleted it last night, so I have to redo that. And then yesterday, what also happened is I followed Yvette Carnell on Instagram. She is very much about empowering the Black community. She talks about political power, economic power, and I made a comment focusing on and suggesting that we use as the Black community that we be more strategic and intentional about how we spend our money. And they came for me. When I say came for me, I mean comments such as, this is ignorant, full of BS, I don't have time for this, those kind of things. And for me, being that one, I have followed her for some time, and I don't agree with everything she says, but I believe she does her research, and all the comments weren't from her. I stepped back and I was like, oh my goodness, am I wrong? Am I looking at this wrong? And I didn't want to engage, didn't want to respond to the comments, and had to reset my mind and got to the point where, okay, well, let me dig in. Let me see what they're talking about. Look at the articles, look at the videos, and see if I'm walking in truth or if they're right. And I just realized it was a different perspective. They're talking about a macro problem, and I'm trying to address the micro and the grassroots. So that was growth. What also came from that is I reflected on why did I take a step back. In most situations when I'm criticized or when people come at me with I'm wrong, I don't take a step back. But that one, it was like I took a blow and I stumbled. And I think it was because it was from a community that was predominantly Black, and they were people who had did the reading. I don't know about the work or the action, but definitely did the research about our communities and different ways to help. And we were arguing over the agenda for empowering the community. And that was new for me. And a little uncomfortable. Still to this day, I could speak in front of anybody. I've spoken in Spain and Canada. I've spoken in universities. That doesn't bother me. You get me in front of a small audience at a traditional Black church, those, I have more nerves and butterfly than any place else. And I think it's because it's my roots, and it's more important for me that I'm accepted and that they understand. And so that happened yesterday. Setting it for today. I'm appreciative of the opportunities yesterday, the growth. I'm appreciative of the ability to do it different and to do it better. I'm going to have to break this one up. So I'm running out of space on my phone, so I'll fix that later. Let's get into the mindset routine and setting it for today. I'm appreciative of yesterday, the opportunities for growth, the opportunity to share my views in another form, to stretch and be with like-minded people. That's the only way that iron sharpens iron. I'm appreciative for the moment at home, interacting with my hubby and talking about plans and trying to make sure we're doing our very best to manage money and finances and time. Setting it for today, my affirmations. I'm focused on being more focused. No, I'm committed to being more focused by tracking my eating habits, my food intake, and also my social media results. I've been slacking on the food. I am committed to being more courageous by asking for help at the beginning of a project rather than after I already have a plan. I'm committed to being more consistent by doing the very thing I don't want to do every time just because I don't want to do it. All right, that's it. I got to go do the rest of the routine. I'm out. You'll be prayed for today.